Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bullet B. Team B presents with my co-host Bill the Mac.
That's right. Live and in.
What's going on, man?
Not too much. Not too much. Just trying to make it through the night. You know, it's not been too bad. Just made me a little bit. Got to fix me some dinner. Had the babies watch my nephew a little bit here. He come over and stay a little while with me. You know, while my sister went out. So. You know, other than that, just watch some movies and stuff, and that's been about it. So, how about you, dude? How you doing?
Pretty good. I had to recover from that last episode, man. I was sitting there hitting pipe bomb after pipe bomb on the videos. I enjoyed it, though, but then after that, man, I was so hungry and I needed a break, man. Ugh. I'm trying to get some more people to join us eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to talk them into it on Facebook. I had two girls this morning that was going to join me for my solo show. I'm just messing around. And that girl, Zyrell, remember her?
Who?
Zyrell from, yeah. I said, you got Google. She said Gmail. I said, good enough for me. And I was trying to invite her, and she was about to join. I was going to have, you know, one-on-one with her. It's been kind of cool, but she said she had to fix her hair, put on her makeup. I was like, no, come on. And it was about 6 a.m., dude. I said, I got to go to bed, honey. And I started talking to one of my other lady friends over there, and I said, how you doing? She's like, it's been a while, hasn't it? I said, yeah. I said, let's go do a Google Hangouts. She's like, what you talking about? I said, you got a Google account? She said, yeah. I said, well, click this link right here. Come in here. Yeah. Trying to get some ladies up in here. I mean, just a woman's perspective. Women equal views. I'm just saying. You know, I just trying to find some people.
I don't blame you there, man. Not at all.
Gosh.
I mean, you get them to talk. Hey, that's the thing, man. And that shouldn't be hard. Women are known to be talkative, and I'm surprised neither one of them want to talk.
I know one girl that could eventually join us, but you know she's taken and everything. But that's cool because she's very bright. She's very well, I ain't gonna say opinionated. She's she's got some good opinions, good advice, very friendly. You know, so maybe someday she'll pop in.
Cool.
I'll run it by you first, of course. You know, get her to check out some of these videos here and get a woman's perspective on it. You know, that way people see I'm not always hating on women, just the ones I happen to talk to. That's all. Not all of them, just the ones I happen to run into.
Oh yeah.
Besides the married ones are good people.
I understand that, man. And hey, that's good. Anytime we can get people to come in, you know, that's going to actually talk. You know, I mean, we get people on here. It's important, you know, and we're all just on here to enjoy ourselves, have fun, entertain our subscribers, any of those that watch us, just to have a good time, you know, and express your opinion. And anytime anybody wants to jump in, I'm more than happy to do it. You know, I just want them to be able to share their opinion too. And you know, there's no rights and wrongs. I mean, because we all have our own views and what we believe in. And hey, you know, I welcome them just like you do. So anytime you find someone to talk to, man, just you know, you was cool with me. Just invite them on in. I'd look forward to having a you know, a nice little group here.
Yeah, I love talking to different people, man. You know, meeting different people, getting different, you know, perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like talking to you, man. You're easy going like me. You know, have a good conversation. Let me see. What kind of topics you guys were talking about? Anything, really. Buddy. See, man, it's hard to get somebody in here like, what y'all going to talk about? I don't want to be on camera. I'm like, fucking
well, you know, and dude, it's like this. If they say that, don't worry about it. Okay, I mean,
no, she's a legit person. These are fair questions coming from her. I know she would.
I don't doubt that, man. I don't doubt that. I know you got real people. I'm just saying, if they don't want to get on cam, then it's cool. We ain't got to, you know, don't have to do them. We don't want nobody doing it they don't want to do, and then say, well, I don't want to get on there anyway. You know, people will backbite when they do something they don't want to do, and that's why I just say, hey, I don't force them to. If you want to, cool. If not, then that's fine as well. You know, I'm not necessarily going to lose no sleep over. So, you know, it's all well and good to me, man. However you want to do it.
All right. Perfect.
But yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, man, this weather's been kind of cool, dude. I went in there earlier. I mean, I'm enjoying this, man. I know my light bill is going to be a whole lot cheaper now with this cool front coming in.
Yeah, it's the lowest this time of year, as well as spring. That's why I don't really use anything. Turn on the heat, it's too hot, air too cold, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. But what I was going to do, damn, I didn't mean to play this broadcast just yet, because I was going to try the drawing app, dude. I was going to draw some stuff over here, try to, you know, lighten it up a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, next time.
Hey, dude, this is always a run, man. If you want to draw something while we're talking, go ahead and do it. I mean, this is just what we're doing anyway, is learning. I mean, and we're getting used to it. I mean, these are videos. Do like we want to on them.
Never mind. Draw is not supported on your platform.
On whose? Yours?
Yeah, because when I did the share screen, it looks good, but I wanted to like put like Team B at the bottom in big letters, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more professional, just a little bit. And let's see.
Well, did you see how I did my new what the hell you call it? Tab, my what do you call it? Thumbnail for Team B% last night, dude. I tell you what, man, it lines up a whole lot. I'm glad I done it, man. I wanted to try and get something new on there, something fresh on there, you know, and just enjoy it. So I tried to change it up instead of it being that dark black and red, which are my favorite colors, and tried to lighten it up a little bit, kind of give it a refresh, because when you do videos like that, dude, and to me, it's like I just want to go ahead and make sure that it turns out like it should.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that. That's how I am too. Wait. What's this thing doing? Okay, let me put it full screen. Facebook blowing me up. Okay.
That's cool. That means activity.
Well, now I'm trying to get somebody in here and want to ask me a bunch of questions. I understand that. Well, why is women so uncomfortable about coming in here? She's like, I look like shit tonight, so you have to excuse me if I join. I don't think she's going to join, but I said, it's okay. You're fucking married. It don't matter. You know?
Well, the women are like that no matter if they're married or not, dude.
I think she's married. She could be separated. I don't know, but it ain't like that, dude. You know, she wants some advice about quitting smoking, okay? Now, I quit smoking for almost 3 years, so I know how to quit. I know how to stay committed.
Right.
Without doing it cold turkey like she wants to do. You know, it's not safe to do it that way. I mean, you can try it, but I don't think it's, you know, going to work out too well. It's unlikely. It's hard to do it cold turkey. And you're just going to be a mean SOB for a couple of weeks, you know, because your body's craving that nicotine. You got nothing for it. So I'm just going to tell her about the gum and the patch and all that stuff. But another time. That's real advice, because I was reading her comments. People were like, well, just quit. Just give up. Don't think about it. I'm like, that ain't going to work. You know, I want to give her some advice from a person that actually smokes.
Yeah.
I've had the privilege of being a non-smoker and a smoker. You know.
Well, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, everybody usually tells somebody, well, just quit, or people usually don't smoke. Now, I don't smoke. You know, I don't smoke, but I know that to me, that's basically, you know, basically something that I don't really try to tell someone it's not good for me to give advice to something I don't know how, and I'm not going to try to know how to do it, you know? So, totally get that.
Yeah. But the screen here, you see how it's kind of bland over here, black, nothing here?
It's okay.
I was going to use the drawing app here and, like, draw, like, you know, Team B or something.
Right.
That would have been cool, but, you know, in the future, I guess.
Will it stay like that each time, or we have to draw that in each time we do it?
Probably have to draw it each time, but all I was going to put was like Team B down here or something like that, you know. It'd been very cool. So you want to see what's going on in the Android market, right?
Let's see what's going on in the store comments or opinions and whatever at it, man. I'm ready.
Minute to highlight an app developed by a past coworker of mine for my CNET.
Oh, by the way, I don't think you have to open the YouTube app. Just watch it from the screen sharing.
Yeah.
I think you can just you could just watch it that way. That's how JP was watching it earlier. You know, I played a couple videos with him.
Right.
I don't think you have to, open it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Declan McCullough left CNET a while back to pursue the development of a news aggregation app called Recent News, and it's finally released to the public after a number of months in beta. I've been watching the app develop over that time, and I think it's landed pretty nicely. Recent News is all about customized delivery of news topics tailored to your interests based on your reading habits over time. The app has some nice material design touches, so you'll feel right at home from the start, as you can see here. From home, you're presented with groups of articles that cover a number of your favorite topics. Here I'm given 15 or so article summaries.
Mark Z's working on a dislike button for Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's been a rumor for a while. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, dude, you look now. Here's what's gonna happen to that, and I can tell you already. People get freaked out whether you like stuff. You and I've seen those videos where people make these mockeries of how people online get when you don't like a comment or like a picture, and they'll call up and say, "Well, hey, did you see this? Why didn't you like it?" You got those kind of people. Now imagine if you have people that have that same attitude, but it's towards a dislike on there. And you're disliking this stuff, you're going to have a lot of hate on there. I don't think it's a good idea personally, because I think it'll cause more drama than anything else, which it already does. Facebook does, but I think that's a bad idea on my part. You know what I mean? Thumbs down.
I agree. Yeah, I agree, because you said it perfectly, man. Unless Facebook wants to stir up drama, but if I don't like something, I'm not going to put that I dislike it necessarily. You know what I mean? Unless it's like YouTube and it's a video and I thought it was something else. That's different. A girl on Facebook puts a picture of a butterfly. I ain't going to go up to the butterfly and dislike it just because I'm not into butterflies or something, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many dislikes my profile picture will be. Now, see, me, I would just laugh at it. But I know, like you just said, a lot of people just take that to heart. That would be funny if Bill Mack dislikes your picture. I would laugh my ass off, dude.
Well, yeah, but other people won't, man. A lot of people won't do that. They'll, like, get upset. These people are emotionally involved on this side. You know? I mean, if you don't like it, then that means you dislike it. If you click like, it's like on YouTube. You got your like and your dislike. And what happens when you you see someone with a when you see someone up there with a dislike, like you see somebody up there with something and you don't like it, and you tell them, then they're trying to start drama right to your face. You know, that's what's sad, because people will get mad at you and fuss at you, and it's just a big old problem to me, I think.
Take about 1 minute for me to scan through. That way, I'll get a sense of the top stories in each category without spending all day reading all of the intimate details. Of course, you can always dive into any news story deeper if you wish to read the full article. Now, swipe left to switch between those stories, and notice down below a number of related articles from different sites on some of these stories. If you tap this little bubble icon, you'll actually get the knowledge graph with all of the topics from the article split out into their own bubbles. Kind of an interesting way to display the topics on the story. Any of those can be dragged down to the bottom so you can follow or unfollow that topic for future stories. Now swipe left from the home feed to see what's recommended for you, and this will be populated with news articles the more you read within the app, getting better over time, picking up on those signals that you leave. Swipe left again for the hot news feed. That surfaces stories that are popular among other users of recent news. Another swipe left uses your location to surface the top news stories specific to your current region. And finally, the topics list, where you can use the pull down to select any topic that you've already selected elsewhere in the app as something that you want to follow closely. Recent News is designed to bring artificial intelligence into your news reading and provide a quick 1-minute glance at the top stories of the moment. If you've been hunting for a news reading app, you want to be more efficient in your news reading, you'll want to check out Recent News for free.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I'll probably skip that one. I mean,
really?
it seems cool, but I get USA Today on my Kindle app.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many news outlets, sources you can get your stuff. It's cool though. I like it. I had I had the CNN app, IGN app, and then I get where I don't read it, and I just get where I just read the newspaper, and you know what I'm saying. I just feel like I ain't going to use it that much, and that's a shame. Yeah.
Well, I understand that. I mean, I'm not much of a newspaper reader myself. It's like back we used to when I go to work. I always got a sports page out and looked at it. That's the only page really I looked at. Or like if that paper that comes in on Wednesdays comes in the mail, then I'll just read it. If it has anything about my town on it, I'll look.
Right. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that it makes, if it's local like that, that's great. But, I mean, how many times do you really see anything that local as our little town make it, onto such a big stage with the news? So I doubt it hardly be anything that will be influencing me or that would get me to want to read it. So I would be the same way. I'd kind of thumbs down on that one.
Yeah, definitely. I do like the news, but I feel like I get a lot of the news from from my worldview, MSNBC, Young Turks, people like that. I used to watch CNN some, but I got tired of them. But Fox News, they be showing up a lot here too. But yeah, I feel like I love reading stuff, but I feel like news information, I'd rather just watch the video format of it, get my fix that way. Mm-hmm. Read about other stuff, like philosophy and other things that I'm interested in, a good story. Save the news part for video format,
So basically digital versions is what you're pretty much evolved to now instead of the
Aaron Riff, man, no DQ. Which those are fun to read though. The news websites, those are fun to read though. But you watch Aaron Riff, you can hear the same thing. If if you're not in the mood to read, or you're not at your PC or something on that site, it's both. Have both options.
Mm.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I understand that.
Recent appearance at a panel at Georgetown University included two things worthy of discussion. The first was a balanced discussion of the role of government in the economy, and the other was throwing Fox News under the bus for continually demonizing America's poor. Let's look at a combination of both of those in this video clip.
And over the last 40 years, sadly, I think there's been an effort to either make folks mad at folks at the top, or to make mad.
Hey, let's see how many he does in this one.
Be mad at folks at the bottom. And I think the effort to suggest that the poor are sponges, leeches, don't want to work, are lazy, are undeserving. If you watch Fox News on a regular basis, it is a constant menu. They will find folks who make me mad. I don't know where they find them, right? They're all like, I don't want to work. I just want a free Obama phone or whatever. And that becomes an entire narrative, right? That gets worked up. And you very rarely do you hear an interview of a waitress, which is much more typical, who's raising a couple of kids and is doing everything right, but still can't pay the bills.
So that's among the most reasonable things he's ever.
Okay.
So of course, holy hell will now rain down.
Yes, exactly. How dare he bring up the Obama phones? So immediately, Fox.
The Obama phones are nice, man. I need to get me one. You get 500 minutes a month, man. Shoot.
That's horrible.
I make too much money to get one. Bullshit. Give me an Obama phone. I got a chat.
Dude, come on, man. He's sitting there talking about everybody always talks about the only kind of people that get on the interview is people who need a Obama phone. Hell, that's most of the people is going to need them anyway down here. I mean, he's talking about the waitress and so-and-so. I mean, come on. You got more people that are waitresses around here and more poor people that got the Obama phone. And people are happy they got it. I don't understand what the difference is. If people are liking what you got, why are you complaining about it? You know, that's just how it is down here. I mean, it's like you and I were talking about. Whenever they interview somebody from the South, they don't ever pick somebody who is middle class like that. They pick these guys that ain't got the 3 teeth.
They pick the worst representatives.
Yeah, and see, that's one thing, because I can understand them doing that, being there, but people embrace that whole Obama thing and the whole Obama phone thing. I mean, he's saying most people try to interview those type people, but that's basically what a lot of them from down here are. I mean, especially from North Carolina, South Carolina, and the South, man. Maybe not in the North you see that, but in the South you do. And I don't believe he's talking about down from the South, because if he did, he'd know that people embrace that idea. They're not saying anything bad against it.
If Donald Trump wins the presidential election, he'd be like, I'm going to give everybody a Trump phone, an iPhone. I'm going to help the poor out. I'm going to give them an iPhone. Obama's phone was just a standard little phone. It wasn't even a flip phone. The Trump phone is going to be like an iPhone. You're going to get a piece of my hair with it, too, as a souvenir.
I'm going to get everyone a new phone, a Trump phone, and it's going to be better than the Obama phone. It's going to be like a smartphone, and you're going to not have to worry about it, because I'm going to supply every American with one, so no American will not have a cell phone. You know, I mean, come on. Don't do that, man. He's out of his league.
Yeah, that they were biased against him, or that they demonized the poor. So they came back with this clip where they're incredibly biased against him and they demonized the poor. Let's take a look at this with Stuart Varney on Fox and Friends.
Look, in my opinion, the president is spinning his own policy failures. As the middle class shrinks and the poor are trapped in this system, so to speak, the president blames us, the honest messengers. Just look at food stamps and Obama phones from Owen. This is what he picked out. We're not saying that the recipients of food stamps are bad people or that they're lazy. Our story is, why is it that after 6 years of recovery, 12 million more people are...
Oh, buffer. Technical difficulty.
That's the first.
That's all right, man.
That's a nice still image right there. Then too. I have to skip this one. Let me see. Anyway, let's just skip to the next one.
Kind of got what he was saying with that.
I don't know. My bad.
That's all right, dude. Them things like happen. That's what happens when you're recording live. Anything's bound to happen. Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
It might be because I'm signing here twice. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Did you plug your headphones into it?
Yeah, sure did. Play, God damn it!
We're sorry.
President Obama's recent appearance at a panel at Georgetown University.
Yeah, I don't think the video is going to play after that Young Turks one.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes that happens. So we go to the next one. And the next one. Yeah, that happened earlier with that Scott Steiner.
Shared his commentary on the shooting of a police officer in Texas, and while he was in New Hampshire doing a town hall, he had some pretty harsh words for the Obama administration, and in particular Obama, and how Cruz believes that he led to the shooting that happened in Texas. Take a look.
We stand with our police officers. We stand with our firefighters, with our EMS, with our first responders. These are brave heroes who risk their lives keeping us safe. And I do think we're seeing the manifestation of the rhetoric and vilification of law enforcement, of the police, that is coming from the top, that's coming from the President of the United States, and it's coming from senior officials.
So we're specifically talking about Sheriff Deputy Darren Goforth, who was shot and killed over the weekend, and he's basically blaming Obama for people going out there and doing these terrible things toward police officers. Basically, he's making the argument that Obama hasn't done enough to condemn these murders. Although Obama has been on the record countless times condemning these acts of violence, and I have examples for you right now. In fact, in reference to the death of Texas Deputy Darren Goforth, he said the following: I also promised that I would continue to highlight the uncommon bravery that police officers show in our communities every single day. They put their lives on the line for our safety. Targeting police officers is completely unacceptable, an affront to civilized society. As I said in my State of the Union address, we've got to be able to put ourselves in the shoes of the wife who won't rest until the police officer she married walks through the door at the end of his shift. That comfort has been taken away from Miss Goforth. So we must offer her our comfort and continue to stand up for the safety of police officers wherever they serve. Oh my God, can you see that? The vilification of police officers. That's what Obama's all about.
But I bet you that wasn't even something he said. I bet you that was a statement he left out. I've never seen him come on TV after something like that's happened and condemning a shooting of a police officer. Now, you know, those other shootings have happened that way, and to me, dude, I just don't see that. I bet you the secretary, or press secretary, probably gave that statement himself. I bet you wasn't him himself. I just think that's a lot of baloney when they do that stuff.
Ain't no telling with a politician, bro.
That's life. That's why I'm trying to get into it, man.
Yeah.
So we got a third member of the panel here, looks like.
Yeah, we have a guest. What's up?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good. Just doing our show here. Appreciate you joining. Yeah.
Not a problem.
How's life treating you?
It's treating me. Trying to quit smoking. Got surgery next month. Other than that, just working. Hiding out in Texas.
Oh, you're in Texas?
Yeah, I moved. I ran away.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I saw your post about you going to quit smoking and everything. I was going to comment, but I was about to go to bed when I read it. But I was going to give you some advice. Have you tried the nicotine gum or the nicotine patch?
I can't chew gum right now because of the dental issues, but that's what the surgery is for next month. And honestly, just quitting cold turkey is almost okay. I went with like 24 hours without smoking, and then I broke down and went and bought a pack of cigarettes today because I just felt like I needed to have one, or at least have them in the house. So I smoked one, and it made me feel so awful. I was like, you know what? I don't need this. But just having a pack in the house, I'm not freaking out, so I'm not thinking about it as often as I was. I don't need to reach for them or anything, but it's working.
Yeah, that's a better method than just quitting cold turkey. I would say get the nicotine patch. I mean, you get that, you're not going to really have those cravings anymore. Then you won't feel sick or irritable or nauseated, none of that stuff. Because I quit for almost 3 years, but I was chewing the gum. But I heard the patch was, pretty excellent too. If the patch isn't working, just put on 2 of them. Might give you a little high. Get a little nicotine high, gets through the day.
Like that woman on the Robinsons that had the coffee patches all up her arm. She's like, there's no side effects. Ah!
That's exactly right. Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. I know that's the hardest thing in the world to do is to quit smoking. And, I did it for 3 years and I fell back into it. But that's because of the people I was around. Not to blame them. It's just, my circle, my coworkers, all of them were smoking. I said, give me a cigarette. One led to 2, 2 led to a pack. So I could quit again. All I need is, the gum or the patch. I just haven't really made the time for it.
That's right. Don't let peer pressure get to you. That's what's going to really get you is peer pressure.
But it's hard when you quit, Billy, when you quit smoking, and then you're around a group of people that's always smoking. It wasn't necessarily peer pressure. It was just the cigarette pressure. Always looking at it, seeing it.
But okay, that's what she just.
It triggered it.
She said, I've got a pack of cigarettes there. I'm not going to smoke them, they're there, and I know they're there. That's the same as that knowing those people are smoking or
Yeah,
there.
That's why, yeah. I mean, you could try that method. Maybe it work out for you, but if not, just get the nicotine patch. Put 2 of them on if you have to. Then you won't feel nauseated. That's the key word. And irritable and things like that. You won't want to argue with people. You just be peaceful.
Yeah. Well, see, I have never smoked, so I don't really know. Y'all are having this. I'm just the third wheel in this hay. But trust me, I've been around it enough to know that I could probably have second to third hand smoke as much as I've been around it. But I've never wanted to get into it myself. And the only thing I'm thinking is logically is I can understand you having the cigarettes there, knowing that they're there. And I think the biggest thing you'll probably have is knowing that they're there, and whenever those cravings start kicking in, and not wanting to go after them, because it's like a fat kid around cupcakes and he's on a diet.
Exactly.
You can have the cupcakes sitting on the dish right on the table. You know they're fresh, they smell good, but you know what? I can't have one. I can't have one. And it's that importance of whenever you're trying to withstand it, that's your biggest test, and that's good. If having something there for you to look at and resisting is always a good thing, whether it's cigarettes, cupcakes, whatever it may be. But the important thing is having that strong withdrawal, saying, okay, I'm not going to touch it. I know I'm getting it, but it's either going cold turkey or maybe weaning yourself off of it. A few at the time. Try to get your amount maybe cut down. Have you tried cutting the amount that you smoke down over a period of time?
Yeah, I used to smoke probably a pack or a pack and a half a day, and now I've been trying to taper down all year, so now I can have a pack last me 3 or 4 days. I have to smoke one after I eat. That's like the big thing, and I don't eat that often.
Yeah.
Because we all know that I got an inner fat kid that loves food, but because of my teeth, I eat maybe once a day or once every couple of days because it's just physically impossible. Mm-hmm. So when I do break down and eat, like tonight, for example, I got my sushi and I got my seaweed salad.
There you go.
Right? And I had to. I ate so much food. I was miserable. I had to smoke after that. But that was the one I had today. But it made me feel awful. So I was like, I don't need to do that anymore. I'm good.
Yeah, that's another thing. When I quit smoking back in 2007, I started eating more. I started eating more to picking up the habit. So be very mindful of that. If you do quit.
Smoking is supposed to curb your appetite, and so it keeps you from being hungry because it literally stops the gestation process. So when you stop smoking, that starts up again, and you feel hungry more often. Which
Exactly.
is another problem because I can't eat no matter how hungry I am.
Well, yeah, I get hungry, but my stomach don't want it. I feel like that sometimes. I know exactly what you mean, but I know that's one of the reasons I haven't quit smoking again. I'm just scared that I'll be tearing up the vending machine again and all that stuff.
Well, as
I
long
don't
as
want
you eat the right things, it shouldn't be an issue because I'm also gluten-free as much as possible. So, if I go reach for a snack, it's usually, some fruit out of the refrigerator or, a yogurt cup or something. So at least when I am shoving food down my throat, it's like good stuff. So it won't be quite so bad.
Yeah, I just use my meditation techniques to get through not eating as much, just to calm myself down and try to ignore them cravings and them desires because they'll eventually, pass away. You want this, Snickers candy bar real bad. Just try not to think about it and it'll pass. Like, okay, I'm craving this today, I'm craving that today, but I'm gonna let it pass. And just focus on my breathing. So, but that's Buddha B talking. Anyway,
only cravings I have for sushi.
Well, yeah, that's good for you. So you want to watch some videos with us, or?
Sure.
All right.
I'm working, so if I start staring off at another screen, it's because I got my work on my other screen.
That or you bored her, Brandon, one or the other. So.
Well,
if you want
to, that's not a problem.
Well, if you rather socialize, that's fine. Completely up to you.
Yeah.
Anyway. let's get to the next video. Oh, what can it be?
Oh, waiting.
The people behind Burning Man are lawyering up against Quiznos and an ad that they created, which basically creates a parody about Burning Man. Now, the ad, in my opinion, is hilarious. I want you guys to take a look at it and see for yourself. And then I'm going to talk about the hypocrisy of the people behind Burning Man. Take a look.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say Coachella was a complete success. We don't know why, but millennials are willing to fork over tons of cash to attend an overcrowded festival in the middle of the desert. It's time now to begin Phase 2.
Welcome to Burning Man.
You're home now.
The world outside is hanging on by a very thin, non-GMO, cruelty-free organic hemp thread. Beyond this tent flap lies the beginning of your new lives as burners.
Your playa name is Moon Pony.
Okay? What do you know about this festival?
I know there's a unicorn car that shoots fireballs. And I get to train a back rub to we get to the Quiznos sub. I know that the only way to get clean is to go through a human car wash.
Don't you want to understand?
Understand what?
How to look cool on Instagram. I just need to know.
Is that Lord Baelish from Game of Thrones?
That could very well be. I'm not sure.
Oh.
It totally is. I'm telling you.
I was laughing my ass off at it. You know.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm watching. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who Burning Man is. I know Quiznos is.
Yeah, it's Burning Man. He sues Quiznos over a parody video. He just.
Yeah, but I read that. I just don't know what it is. What is Burning Man? Who is that?
Well, let's find out.
It's kind of hippie festival, honestly. I'm like not trying to be like rude or anything, but like a whole lot of people go there, and I've seen videos. I've heard people talk about it where everybody goes like all natural and oh god.
Oh. Okay. Well.
It's like a hippie festival. They go there and they make things and they trade things with other people. There's like supposed to be no money allowed or whatever. I have a friend of mine I went to high school with actually lives in Nevada. Now he works in a gold mine. Daniel, he was telling me about one of those festivals that he went to and what happened, and I was like, it sounds like, you know, some kind of hippie orgy fest that would just last for like a week. It's like, and you want me to go hang out in the desert with you guys to do this shit, really?
Oh.
Sounds like a hell of a weekend.
Oh.
You won't go.
I could probably survive.
You won't come home the same as you left.
Right. That human car wash looked fun though.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to send Billy down there sometime.
Yeah, right? With the unicorn car. Totally.
Yeah, I'll put you out first and let you be the guinea pig of that, man. Send me a postcard and let me know how it is.
I don't think I want to go to that area, bro. I'm going to head out east. You know.
We can't get much more east. We're in North Carolina.
I mean, like, across the pond.
Okay. Well, hey, what you do, what you got to do, bud. Yeah.
I'm in the middle, so I could go east or west. So.
Yeah, you got a lot more leeway in wherever you want to go. Exactly. So.
Normally, I just go north, like up to Ohio. My brother's at school there. He's on the radio up there, so I'll drive up there and get on their radio show sometimes. But that's about as far as I go.
That's cool, though. I mean, at least you get that chance to do that. I mean, around here, nothing like that. We're regulated. This is our thing. This is it for us. I mean,
I know.
We've graduated.
We're raised in Columbus County. I know.
Yes.
I just escaped like 8 months ago.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, proud of you.
I did. I sold everything I had that I couldn't pack in my car, and I packed everything up in my car and just drove around the U.S. for like 6 months. Called myself a nomad. It was fun.
That's the ultimate road trip right there. I mean, when you can load your car down for that long period of time and ride all over the place and not miss, you know you're getting somewhere.
It's a brand new car, too. I bet I put 30,000 miles on it in the first 3 months I had it. When I would drive somewhere, I would drive probably 18 or 22 hours a day. When I hit the road, I was gone.
That is a definition of taking the road ahead and not looking back.
True story.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just hate it.
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Get where you want to go.
Right.
Yep.
Well, at least you're getting out there. I mean, shoot. I mean, a few does here, man. Brandon, you know, he does the same way. It's just tough getting out of here. It's like a suction. It'll suck you right back in, you know, if you can't just break free from it. I mean, because really nothing around here.
Nothing at all.
If you're a female in Columbus County and you get affected by the curse, you end up a nurse, pregnant, and stuck in that Columbus County forever.
That's true,
when I got myself in nursing school, I said it's time to go.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. That's all you see over here. They come and go, too.
Yep. Well, that's those applications they fill out in high school. Either you're going to be a nurse or something else, you know. There's no choices other than that. And if you're a guy, you really doesn't have much other choices than that. You know, either you cut grass or, you know, hit McDonald's up. Be 40 years old working McDonald's. You're not even a shift manager. You're just second shift.
Learn some kind of trade, then you have to move. Yeah.
Well, maybe they fix their train tracks, do and hop the train on out of here when they get them working.
So, we're going to blow up YouTube one day.
Right?
We might.
You're getting the trains back. Yeah, the company that had the on the railroad before finally closed the deal to another company. So they're coming in now and fixing up the train tracks in the area between North and South Carolina, and they're going to put the trains back to working again, or at least in this area.
Oh, everybody's going to complain that's driving a vehicle, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to get stuck with it in front of a train knowing I got to get to work and I'm going to be late. That's bad enough with school buses and stuff. Now,
that's why I'm so glad I work at home. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you got it made. I don't blame you. Take advantage of it. Work at home. Yes, that is awesome.
Right. Speaking of blowing it up on YouTube, my son called me yesterday and he was like, Mom, I want to be a YouTube star. And I said, well, what kind of content are you going to do, baby? He goes, I want to talk about video games. That's my boy.
That's a good genre to get into. That's one of the #1 searched things on YouTube is gaming. I touch on a little bit, but you know my audience kind of lean towards more comedy and political stuff here. But I try to do gaming now and again. But they don't get that many views, but you can be successful with it. You just have to be dedicated, you know.
Yeah, and you have to fight people like PewDiePie and all those other ones out there that already have like 20 million subscribers. Me personally, I follow Jenna Marbles because I would totally have her babies. She was my woman.
You follow my channel too, right?
I think I do. I know I follow Brandon.
Yeah, that's me. Let me see. What I do, I just try to promote my video. I share it on Twitter, hashtag, and then I'll go to people that have, you know, 1 million subscribers, and I'll type in the comments like, hey, you want to check out a real channel? Click here. Stuff like that. It works. I got.
You're the best commenter, people.
Yeah, I got 44 subscribers so far since April. Not doing too bad. I mean, you got to do what you got to do when you're in a lower stream of things. You got to take low blows. It's a cutthroat business on YouTube, so you got to do and say whatever you got to do to get up in the world. But that's just my bad promoting. What the fuck do I know? You know.
Oh no! Don't say.
Marketing is hard. I know that shit. If I could get my YouTube channel subscribers, like if I actually did anything, if I got it to jump up on subscribers as fast as I did my Twitter, I'd be in business. I was on Twitter and like in a month I had over 800 people subscribed to my channel. So if I could do that on YouTube, man, I'd be sick. I'd just start going from there.
Hey, well, you're a female, so the views are in your favor because females get a lot more views than males. If I had a girlfriend, she would just be my cheerleader dancing in the background because that would just get the viewers in. I'm sitting here talking about a serious topic. Well, you got a female in the background dancing, shucking and diving in the background. Click it for that.
I
might have to. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, hey, You can see this dude knows how to promote. If a company had him, I mean, he would have him blast all over the world by now. Because, I mean, he tells me all these ways he does it, promoting and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm like, he'll hit Twitter up, hashtag it here, hashtag there. It's all over the place.
I got your video 25 views in 24 hours, Bill. The Night of Champions predictions.
Well, that's good, man. Anything you do, I'll do mine.
I'm gonna get yeah. All I need is a silicone blow-up doll. Put it right here on my lap. People be like, "Oh, what's that?" You know.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh wait, I already did the blow-up doll. The blow-up doll thing. The blow-up doll commercial thing.
Oh, that's a good song. If you guys haven't heard it, you should. You should.
Which one?
I got a brand new girlfriend. I think it's just called.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow up doll. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Everything reminds me of a song or a lyric or a video game. So I'm just it comes out. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Because you got personality. It radiates from you.
Thank you. I certainly appreciate that.
That's the kind of people we want in here. All right.
Yeah, it's good to get a little talking going on, man. I mean, my Lance, it was the quietness and the total not being able to interject yourself to a video that actually makes it really worth seeing. I mean, if you it's like getting somebody in here and they don't really talk and not really interested in it, and then you're like, why are they even in here to begin with? So it really is to have a good extra someone else to come in and kind of give their input into it, cause
especially a woman's perspective. I've been kind of looking for that because I'm not a big fan of these feminist groups, but I support women. So I don't know if you're a feminist or anti-feminist, how you feel about that. I don't know your political views. Hopefully you're more on the left like myself. I'm assuming.
I hate everything.
I got to deal with Republican Bill. You know, but he's a good person, though. He's a good guy. But I got to do with his Fox News self. You know.
I'm a Libra, so I'm more of a balanced person. I like things being in the middle, fair on both sides. These extremist people, I don't care if they're feminists. I don't care if they're for the environment. If you go too far to be extreme, I do not have time for you. That is just you need to take a breath, breathe, go smoke a cigarette, or calm the fuck down.
No, they don't need to smoke a cigarette. Isn't that what you're supposed to be trying to do?
One, I'm not kidding. Just to calm their tits. It's ridiculous when they get to this extremist behavior. Hey, we don't want to kill animals, so we're gonna go kill 50 people to prove our point. It's a little extreme for me. You need to calm your tits. That's just all I'm saying.
No, I agree with you. I feel the same way. I can't stand extremist groups. I
was so sad when they killed Cecil. That poor line.
They make the world interesting. If everybody was exactly the same, we would all agree on everything. The world wouldn't be interesting. It'd be me and Bill watching Fox News every night. That's not cool.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I watch it. I got it on my page.
MSNBC.
Yeah, but then people, the interesting people, instead of spending all of their time talking about all these extremist views and these things that are just really nobody's business, they could be talking about interesting things like, whether fire is sentient or if magic is real or, if there's really life out in the galaxy or something, Or
there's definitely life in the galaxy for sure. You got trillions and trillions of stars and planets. They're just so far away we can't reach them. Light years upon light years away. That's why I love that movie Contact from the 90s. Maybe you heard of it. Where that scientist is using the radio signals to pick up this other alien race, and she uses a wormhole to travel to another galaxy or whatever. That was awesome because it was realistic,
Well, wormholes.
That's about the only way you could do it.
There really is. Just like the whole reason why I'm studying what I'm studying in school is because I think they have 75% about the brain completely wrong. So I wanted to prove myself right. So
consciousness is a mystery for sure. Which I follow Sam Harris' work. He's a neuroscientist and a philosopher and a Buddhist. I think he does pretty good. I mean, he's controversial in other areas, but I stick to the neuroscience parts, things like that.
Oh man, if you like neuroscientists, you need to look into this guy. Give me 2 seconds. I have him saved under my school. Dean Radin. His name is Dr. Dean Radin. and he actually is studying for evidence for supernatural things, such as, you know, the sixth sense and whatnot and all that stuff. No, if you listen to his theories, they're exactly like mine, and I agree with him. They're right. Most people go, oh, well, you know, that thing about us only using 10% of our brain is a myth. We use all of our brain. Yeah, but you're not thinking about it like parts of an engine that you're only using some parts. You're using the whole engine, but think about it like a light bulb. Yeah, everything works. You're getting light, but some people are burning at 10 watts when they could be burning at 90. So.
Yeah, like my ex, yeah, she's definitely, not using none of it. But no, I don't really agree with stuff like that until it's proven. Check out, okay, I got one for you. Check out James Randi. You know, I think maybe you might like him if you check into that. But, you know, he kind of goes against that woo-woo. Well, actually, he's looking for that woo-woo stuff. You know, he's trying to find it. He's going to give $1 million to any psychic, or anybody for that matter, that can prove supernatural abilities or psychic abilities. $1 million.
They did. They talked about this guy and his $1 million.
Yeah.
They actually, Dr. Dean Radin, they did the test. They did all those things, and they found one that was like 97% correct, and he was separated from the person he was reading from. Their heart rates never got together. Their brain waves never got together. So he was reading something not from the person that they were working on, and it talks about all the, you know, the scientific stuff and whatnot. I'm not going to get into that, but they proved him to be right in all the scientific ways. And I was like, holy shit, yes! But no, we talked about this guy. This James Randi guy, though, he looks a lot like one of our professors at Southeastern.
He's Santa Claus, too.
The one with the monotone voice that does English and the drama. What is his name?
I don't know. I'll have to research that, what you were talking about earlier. Yeah, I'm open-minded to it. I'm just pretty set in my ways until I hear different. I follow people like that, you know, James Randi, but I'm definitely going to look up and see if, you know, so-and-so passed his challenge with 90-some%. I mean, that's interesting.
So yeah. James Randi is a Canadian-American retired stage magician?
Yeah,
this is where you're taking scientific advice from?
Hey, do you watch Netflix?
Of course I watch Netflix. I'm human.
You need to watch An Honest Liar from James Randi. It's called An Honest Liar.
I will add that to the list.
You got to see that. You'll love it. You know, you got to see. You're probably the only person that would like it. It's awesome. It's an awesome documentary about him. It kind of exposes all these lies and shit, but in a good way.
Okay.
You got to check that out.
Oh, I will. And I will get back to you on that.
Okay. Like you're so wrong.
It's all Billy's fault.
Hey, me. I'm just sitting back listening on this one. I'm one or the other on that one.
Well, let's get back to the video here.
Desist letter to.
It's a good thing they did. That'll show them. Don't you make fun of Burning Man. Because if there's one thing about Burning Man, it's to take things really, really seriously.
No, here's the funny thing, though. First of all, be able to laugh at yourself. But here's what they claim that they don't like. They are anti-corporations, you know. They don't want Burning Man to be used for any corporate, you know, advertising or anything like that, which is an interesting point. And maybe I believe them a little bit.
You know what the funny thing is? You kind of swung me.
Oh, really? That's funny. But, I mean, Burning Man attracts the most corporate millennials imaginable. People who are working in Silicon Valley, you know, the most wealthy people that you can imagine go to Burning Man because it's expensive as fuck to go there. Right? So it's just it's a little ironic.
Our free marketplace. I would have never seen that coming.
It's just so funny. Okay, but I think what it's more about is that they don't like being made fun of. They don't like people.
It hurt their feelings.
It hurt their feelings. Laugh at yourself. That was funny. I have nothing against Burning Man. I mean, I don't want to go because I like to shower. But I feel like
get naughty. She likes to shower. I hope she does.
That's what the human car wash was for.
Just sneak some soap in or barter for some, one way or the other.
She got to shine up that fake nose she got last year. Nose surgery. Seriously, she did. She was bragging about it. I was like, wow, there was nothing wrong with it.
But yeah, dude, but you look at this, man. They're talking about how upset they are. It seems like you can't even fart without upsetting somebody. I mean, everybody's going to be mad about something. You're going to say something. Somebody's going to always get hurt, no matter what you say. I mean, that's how sensitive society and these companies are today. You breathe wrong, they're upset about it. You say the wrong thing, they're going to cry about it. I mean, that's just bull.
Ignorance and entitlement. That's exactly what that is. And it's not just companies. It's everybody.
Right. It's trying to make everybody happy, and it's just not working. You know?
And you can't make everybody happy. And for some reason, these entitled little brats can't seem to understand that whole concept. My 9-year-old gets it, but half the teenagers here don't. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, let's not go there, because... All right, let's see what's there. Oh, what could it be? What could it be?
Oh. The wheel of many people.
Shows that Donald Trump has gathered around himself an increasing number of the most deluded, least informed voters that America has to offer. Public policy polling asked a number of voters. Here are some of the highlights from the supporters of Donald Trump. 66% of Trump supporters believe that Obama is a Muslim, to just 12% that grant he's a Christian. 61% think Obama was not born in the United States, to only 21% who accept that he was.
Wow. So we gotta stop right there already.
Well, both of those are amazing.
Amazing! Only 12% recognize that Obama's a Christian, which is the fact. It's a fact. It's not disputed.
12%.
Okay, 12%. So, I mean, the rest of them are on planet Uranus.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Trump's Uranus. Okay, so wherever the hell they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how
they're in the digital la-la land watching cartoons.
They don't live on this planet. They refuse to acknowledge facts. It's not in dispute. The guy's a Christian. He's been a Christian his whole life. Now, look, if you said, hey, I'm secretly skeptical of all the politicians. I think they're actually atheists, or they don't really believe. Okay.
They're not atheists. They're aliens.
He's not remotely Muslim. 66% of this guy's supporters believe he's Muslim.
Yeah.
It's not just Trump supporters.
Yeah, that's amazing how 63% believe he's a Muslim. I mean, I've heard that way back when he was with John McCain in the presidential run.
Yeah, there's too much controversy around here. That's why I don't really say too much, because he's got too much controversy around here. There's never been a presidential candidate or president that's had so much controversy about where they're born, where they originated from, than this here. This has been ridiculous from the time he got elected till right now, and they still ain't let up on him. There was nothing to it. Wouldn't be mentioned, but they're trying to put religion into this thing, whether he's Muslim or not. It's just there's always been mystery surrounding him anyway. I mean, you know.
Well, that's a sign of the times too. You got social media. Everybody's got a
bull. Have you heard do that though? What other
the next president is going to get just as much heat, I think.
Yeah, but when have you heard them question whether they're a different religion or not, like to this extent?
Well, he's our first black president, so it's easy to target things like that. Oh, is he a Muslim? You know, where was he born? He looks different. You know, why is he getting all the female voters?
Yes, we got a hand in the corner.
I mean, like we said earlier, man, if Donald Trump becomes president.
Oh, nobody wants that. Nobody does not.
I do, because we get a better Obama phone. It'd be the Trump phone. It'd be an iPhone. So
I'm ready for that.
Say what?
The scary thing that you guys should think about is when you add together those percents, that's only 75%. So either way, there's 25% of the voters out there that didn't involve themselves in this poll at all. So either 75% are just that dumb, and only 25% are actually kind of educated and care, or, you know, one or the other, or the third party is right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That could be a problem.
Well, whether people don't care, you know, or even bothered with that, really is no big deal on what he does. It's the policies and stuff that he presents is whether you choose what kind of a president he is, just no matter where he's from. I mean, Kennedy was a candidate.
That's true. I don't care what religion he is. I don't care what gender he is.
That's very true. That's very true, but the voters don't see it that way. The voters care. They're like, where was he born? What's his religion? I mean, yeah, an atheist or
That's
or
what
somebody of a
they
different
care about,
religion
because
can
they don't have
run.
anybody else to care about.
They have the right. Anybody can run for president, no matter their background. But that's not true. The voter, they're not going to get the vote.
I want to know the only criteria for running for president of the United States. There's 3 things. You have to be at least 35 years of age or older. You have to be born in the U.S. and you have to have a high school diploma. Those are the only 3 requirements for running for presidency.
That's true. Yep.
How sad.
Once you get in there, people they won't want to vote for you because of your lack of experience, and things like that. They'll find ways not to vote for you unless you're a very likable person, like Trump.
You just have to talk good. You have to really know what target you're going after, and then you have to know how to communicate with that particular target to get it, hit it. That's what you've got to hit. That's what Obama did. He knew what target he needed to hit, and he hit it, and that's what got him in.
Yeah, and that's why Romney didn't win the election because he couldn't get the Hispanic vote. And then, towards the end, he was like, "Oh, I like Hispanic people. I almost forgot about you guys."
But that was not what put him in. It was the young college students that put him in. It wasn't the black vote.
If that's all that it took, then Trump shouldn't be winning because he's totally slammed them. So if that was all,
he's getting entertainment. If he draws into what he's going to draw in, is depending on how Hollywood, Hollywood's is liberal. So if they can draw as many people over to from that side, that's what he's going to try to bank on. Because anybody with half a mind would kind of know what's going on with him. I don't care for Trump at all. We were talking about imagine if he ran the country like he done his show, how many people he'd have been fired by now? Or nobody's going to last. They're not going to last long. He's going to fire everybody. Just wait and see.
As long as everybody in Congress. But no, I actually want to watch this particular train wreck kind of go through because, for one, he can't screw up much more than the previous people anyway. And 2, it is completely different in the fact that he's not accepting money from anybody because he doesn't have to. And that's generally where we run into problems, is our presidents accepting money so that they can run and campaign, and then they owe all these people favors whenever they get into office. Trump's not going to do that. A friend of mine and myself was actually talking about that yesterday at lunch. So if he's not going to owe favors to anybody because he's not taking any money, what is he going to do for himself? That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. The only thing what I was discussing with somebody yesterday was he's going to have Congress working. If he gets elected by chance, he's going it's just like every politician. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. You got to have Congress working with you, and at least a relevance of what you're trying to do. And if they don't, then you're not going. Anything you've asked to do, they're not going to. If they don't want to work with you, then you're not going to get it done. Just not going to get it done.
Can't even.
Yeah, Trump needs to build a wall on the border and turn into a casino. It pay for itself.
He can pay for the workers, dude.
How's he going to pay for the wall? Turn it into a casino, and it'll pay for itself.
Donald Trump could pay for the wall himself. He ain't even got the.
Just build a casino, man. Make a killing off of it, man.
You got to get the Mexicans to work the wall, man. He can hire his own people to do that. That's other people that would have to hire him to build the wall.
Why doesn't he just buy land in Mexico and build the casino there? That way they won't want to come here in the first place because then they'll have jobs.
There you go. There you go. Good idea. All right, let's move on here.
Gotta love it.
I do.
I'm enjoying this. Okay, last episode we did a parody of Obama, and Billy wasn't here when I played that, but we're going to pick on Bush a little bit.
That's the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
The challenge facing the United States is that we have to be right one time. 100% of the time. It's hard for me to explain why that was the case. Just take my word for it. just seems like I was here yesterday. I was.
Wow.
At least he had a sense of humor.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Anybody here got 4 kids? 3 kids? Got 4? 3, okay. All right, wait. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, I know why I asked it. The best way to defeat this enemy in the long run is to deny them the recruiting tools that are and recruitments made possible.
That's where they settle. The recruitments.
Laughing and stumbling like, what did he say?
You got to deny them the recruiting tools and the recruitments.
I'd like to stay here all day, but I gotta go to Vegas.
Oh, boo.
Something about what goes on there stays there, or something like that, you know.
What happens there stays on YouTube.
Or something like that.
Coming to the White House.
Wow, that's the face right there. Yeah.
He had a good sense of humor.
It was funny listening to him, though. It really was. I mean, the guy would say a lot of stuff mixed up. It was just funny listening to him. Couldn't be more wrong when what he's saying, but it was just funny.
Yeah, being the president's a very, very tough job. All that constant paperwork. You know, you're bound to, you know, slip up once in a while. You know. It's a tough job. I bet he don't miss it too much.
Coming off the top of your head too, man, because you know that it's not what they're having to say, it's that improv that they got to do when they're out there trying to crack a joke and can't quite pull it off. You know, it's like taking one of those big chains and kind of want to pull them off the stage when they're making a complete fool of themselves. But
That's why some people should just stick to the prompter.
That's right. Look forward, Mr. President, into that glade. That's all you got.
Look now, he's trying to find it right there. You know, see, this place is like where that teleprompter at? You can't see the son of it. These glasses on.
Thanks for coming. He didn't like the way the cotton shirts that he wore absorbed, you know, his bodily fluids. Last night, Deb and I had some crabs. Look like members of the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife, TV stars.
Oh, yeah.
Get it, boy.
Music on my iPod.
Oh, he's hip now.
I think the Japanese people are going to like the taste of U.S. beef. It's like I had a good slice of beef last night. I see Laura begin to grimace a little bit. She said, he's getting awfully windy. Texas turns. Let me. You know, I'm serious about it. You'll be. Let me. There would have been a deficit, but there wouldn't have been the commensurate
There's actually a song about this.
Are you having burritos for lunch?
Dude, is it buffering that badly, or is that just you?
The house.
So what?
It's buffering real bad for me. All I'm hearing is
No, that's how he talks.
well, if it was jamming that bad, I tell you what, I'm surprised I made out what he was saying 8 years he was
There's actually a song about that from Linkin Park. It's called Hands Held High.
Yeah.
I thought I was trying to figure out what he was saying.
Well, bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks.
Last fall, earmark reform ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell people why I say. I mean, I think they're cost effective. That there be a stable Iran. Iran that is capable of rejecting Iranian influence. I mean, Iraq. I like this fish.
I met an onion grower today at the airport when I arrived, and he said, "You got to help me find the people that grow onions." What do you do, you know? And it is a. I think it is. The elections. I think tide turning. As I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of. It's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
I feel so bad. He kind of like reminds me of someone that wants to talk to somebody, but then when he walks up to him, he kind of forgets what he's going to say. Hey, I come over to
be socially awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. No wonder other countries laugh at us.
Now, they laughed at him, dude. They didn't laugh at us. They laughed at him.
Well, he's our representative, man. A lot of countries would just look at him and say, USA stupid, you know.
Whew.
Yeah, but now that everything is on the interwebs and it's like so easy to get everything out there across the world, they can laugh at a lot more than our president. Like that idiot chick that's like, oh my God, why are things so heavy and like, because is it closer to Jupiter? Have you seen that video?
I seen the fat shaming video from Nicole Arthur. I think that's her name.
We just need to go to hell.
we nitpicked her last episode. We had fun with that, you know.
Oh my God. No. She bitched because somebody made a satire video picking on a socially inept conversation. And so she gets mad at what she says and she wants it taken down. But then she creates a whole webpage for her to bitch about what somebody else said.
Right. It's crazy.
That's where it gets bad. Like, oh my God, I'm like so disgusted.
Oh my God.
They're actually they're like just thinking of like stupid stuff to say, and I'm just going to put everyone else down and I'm going to feel better about it. You know, that's horrible.
I can't even, for reasons.
Oh my God, it's like so sickening.
I'm totally not for fat shaming and skinny shaming, but ignorant shaming, yes, I am all over that shit.
Yeah, just do that because that's okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Being all provocative, because she was a failed comedian, so she thought she would just take some low blows, take some shots at people, insult people.
And see, the funny thing is, some people can pull that shit off. For example,
Right.
Garcia is an amazing comedian, funny, but yet he only talks about real things. He doesn't make shit up. He just talks about stuff that's really going on, and it's funny for those of us that are intelligent enough to laugh at it.
Who are you talking about?
Carlos Mencia.
Oh, yeah, I used to love his show when it came on TV. I hated that.
My favorite is George Carlin. May he rest in peace.
I miss him. He was great.
Yeah, he was good, man. He had all them sophisticated jokes, and when two planes almost crash together, they call it a near miss, but he's like, no, it's a near hit. What the fuck are you talking about? He always mixed with vocabulary and words and things like that. It was hilarious.
All about perspective. Everything is about perspective. Everything.
Well,
yeah.
They say the funniest stuff that you can come up with is stuff that's basically real life and real. People are too scared to talk too much about realistic things in fear of, oh man, I just seen that there. It's just terrorizing. I've got to see what this is. Go ahead. Oh, these are pranks. Go right ahead, dude.
It gives people something that they can relate to in the joke if it's real, and that's why it's mostly funny to them because they get it. But
it hits the human emotion. Yeah. Everybody can relate to it. That's exactly right.
Don't do it. Punch that guy in the right there. Is she naked?
Yeah,
Oh shit! That was scaring me.
Oh, yeah, this is one of my favorites here. Well, not this one, I don't think. Hey, dude, have you seen this already?
No, I haven't seen it.
I hope you got the one where the guy smashes the head when the guy's laying on the ground. That's so cool.
Come here. Hey, come here. I'm sorry I have to see this.
Oh.
Come over here.
Yeah, right. We also have cable Wi-Fi and when this is the room that you the bed and the table and the dresser is not. I mean, that's it as far as I can tell. I mean, do you have any questions or? No. Cool. All right. Yeah. So 900 question service and everything. Maybe a few more people today. Call 911. Call 911. Yo, stop! Yo, it's a prank. What the? Basically everything you see here is yours if you want it. That's pretty much it. I mean.
So, thanks.
Shit. We gotta call 911.
Shit!
It's a prank. It's a prank. Why not see this prank? It's a prank. I hate you guys.
I hate you guys.
You know, like.
Oh no, this one's not gonna be pretty.
900 person. So. Basically, like we have. Oh my god! What's that? Whoa, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ! Dude, we gotta call 911. What the? It's a prank! It's a prank! It's a prank!
It's a prank. Oh, hey.
Okay.
That looks like fun.
Hey, sweetheart. Can I order you something?
Yeah, inside.
Damn ass, dude.
Okay.
I can't believe that this entire time she's not had one single nip slip that I could see.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's a damn shame, son.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
ever try any of that shit in Columbus County, they get shot.
Yeah. Kind of like in Zombieland. Remember Zombieland?
Yeah.
Bill Murray tried to walk in on him, and that boy takes a gun and shoots him. Oh my God, you just shot Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was just looking for some Twinkies.
I remember that.
Ow! God.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome there.
Do you want my loot? Damn, I kill you.
Boy, something scared the mess out of me. Boy, I tell you what, I'd have to. I don't know.
I don't do clowns. Yeah, I don't do clowns.
A lot of people don't like clowns. That's one of the top things I notice people do not like are clowns.
I watched the movie It when I was like 7.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, Pennywise.
I did it for everybody. What scared you of them? Oh, I did. They're making another one too. So.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I wish they quit remaking old movies, man. It's just.
Well,
lack of creativity.
It's creativity, dude. That's why you don't have enough people creative anymore to make new movies. You got to recycle old movies.
Well, it's an easy cash in too from a business perspective, but still, man.
Until it flops.
I was so disappointed at that RoboCop remake. It just made me want to watch the original and all that.
If it's a remake of a movie that I like, I refuse to watch it because I'm not going to let them ruin it for me.
That's what it'll do.
Just like, they tried to remake things like Dirty Dancing and Footloose, and I'm like, no, you don't fuck with a classic. That is just blasphemy.
Right, timeless classic.
You are an asshole, sir. Patrick's place is going to take baby out of the corner. You can't put it back in the corner. That's sad that it is.
Go ahead, puff again. Go ahead. I saw it.
Wow.
You tried to hide. Go ahead.
Oh, man, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I know what you're going through. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
3 years.
But that's so hard. God, I feel for you.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's cool. I'm just fucking with you, man. It's fine.
Yeah, go get that marker and just go.
Right. And I have an ink pen fetish. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I have a problem with ink pens. Yeah.
Right.
Pens. And my letter openers are knives. and my butterfly is my favorite letter opener. And I have chocolate. Yes. I have a problem. That is the consistency of my work desk drawer. Ink pens, chocolate, and sharp objects.
Well, chocolate's an endorphin trigger, right? Maybe that's why you like chocolate. I know I like chocolate for that reason.
I like to look at it. It hurts to eat it, but at least I know it's here if I have a sweet tooth.
I can stuff to be there if you know you can't have it.
Because it's when I want something and I don't have it that I freak out. Because it's not here. It's like if I want it really bad, I'm like, well, shit, I gotta go get in my car, and I gotta go spend money and buy it, and I really shouldn't do it. And then I spend like an hour going back and forth about whether or not to go buy it. But if it's already here in the house, I'm like, you know what? It's here. If I can just get past the craving, I won't worry about it. And then there's not so much pressure. Is that weird? I'm weird. I know. It's cute.
No, that makes sense.
I'm weird, and I have accepted this fact, and I am okay with it.
No,
everybody's weird, in their own ways.
Nobody's weird, dude. They're unique. Remember that.
There you go. That's a better word for it.
They're unique, special. Don't want to use weird. We use the positives.
Special in that quit eating paste kind of way. No, it's okay. Weird. You know, there are terms in my house that are terms of endearment. They are not meant to be bad, and that is weird, weirdo, nerd, geek, loser. Those are terms of endearment in my house. So yeah.
Can you just feel the love? You just hear that.
I can. It's awesome.
Oh man.
It's like I can say something and Gino will be like, you know, he'll start picking on me and be like, oh no, we're not gonna do that. That's just unheard of. That's awful. That's blasphemy. I'm like, shut your whore mouth. That's the way we say I love you.
Yeah. Nobody knows it more than that. I hate you. I just love it.
Right. Well, I'm starting to hear a little echo on my end, so I'm going to go ahead and end the show, but we can continue to talk offline if you want to, or off broadcast, I mean.
Sure.
So, for Team B, this is Bullet B and Bill signing off.
Right.
Y'all take care.